And we're back. We literally just left off last time, right before this fight, and now we're actually fighting, so... Wait, look at that! Oh, that guy got wrecked. These guys don't stand a chance, they're all dumb. Come back here. Come back here, dude. There you go. For Toussaint! That's right. Oh, no. One more. Ow. Cut in half. Wow, that was very brutal.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions.
I don't trust that guy. I think he's kind of a bad guy.
A moment. I was wrong about you.
Yeah, he's acting stranger.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it.
I don't trust him now.
She awaits nearby.
He could be like an assassin, a double agent.
Wait, she here?
I hope you did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential.
Yeah, why'd you
This
leave?
prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
In the main game, a lot of the girls didn't show up very much, but she shows up a lot.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Oh no! Oh god! It's on the screen and everything. Oh
Who
god.
sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it.
Oh god. That's.
He doesn't wish to speak. He needed. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful.
More torture.
I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Good idea.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Kill him.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
What do you mean? Let's go to town and killing people, or let's go to town like going to the town? There's two applications there. Only one of them is the right one.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened?
Mutations.
Captain seems like a man who can take
Mutations.
care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Sintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman Snosis. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Sintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Sintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Sintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
I'm not surprised. Not the
Used
first
to
time.
it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Sintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Sintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Sintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Need to, the Sentry. This guy seems like a
Gotta nab
real
the
thief
Sintrian.
or someone.
Seems we have to go to
Hoodlum.
that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Sintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
I got a
Duchess is
feeling that
right.
he is a
Need to be
Citrian.
careful. Best go there,
Who knows?
blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire.
No!
Meet me in Oatville.
No! I don't want to put on shitty clothes again. That's what I... God damn it. You know what? We're not gonna put on those fucking clothing. Because I don't like changing my armor. I know Geralt hates it. If you've been in the main game, he just absolutely hates it.
Bloody hell.
This cur with the price on his head. It's him. Get him.
Fucking bandits. Oh! And the arm's off.
Didn't look like locals.
I thought there was one more.
Right. I'm a hunted man.
Loot, loot. That was brutal. Alright, where are we gonna go now? I'm gonna go right here. We're not gonna go get armor, so I'll just travel right here. Kind of a little shortcut. Maybe you can avoid some more of those guys so we fast travel.
Anyone making trouble during the festival will be severely punished.
Not to be missed. Damn.
She's gonna get mad at us for not wearing anything good.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Sometime later. Well, yep. We are one of the most patient people on Earth, probably. With not a lot to do, you know? You can't text, you can't play Angry Birds while you're waiting, you can't do any of that. Oh, yeah, there's...
Oh, Geralt, Geralt. I knew I should have taken you to the palace, handed you over to my tailor. Whatever are you wearing?
Sorry, didn't have time to change.
Luckily, I prepared for just such an eventuality. Here, don this doublet.
Ah, god damn
It
it.
is all the rage these days.
He's gonna make us change anyway. Yep, just...
Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put
a
it on.
mask?
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear.
Excuse me.
If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Wise
better
of you to
masks
hide
than
your
that.
weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse
A
with
guy wearing earrings. You never see that
Can't be
anymore.
easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
Not sure what that means.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Oh my god, here we go again with all this shit. Alright,
Go on, Geralt, be bold.
Good folk.
I wonder if we'll get some sex. Throw paintballs to express your inner artist.
It's the Solitude.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of
Let's
the
just throw this on there.
Blue blood is all ice.
Ooh.
Splendid. The sky over Toussaint.
or a deeply internalized fear of the past.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the
Oh, I gotta take more.
grab a different
There we go.
Arms, scarlet, crimson ox, icy lips, full sexy parted lips. Composition takes shape. That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines. To vines and to wine!
I need more paintballs. I'm out of paintballs. Can I have more paint? Well, whatever.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
Oh god. Oh no.
A pretty powerful resistance.
It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and
This is a mime.
a metaphor. What else would they think of? If they can't agree,
Not sure what this is about right here. What am I supposed to do? Na, 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 na,
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
I shall go. Or perhaps I won't.
We'll come back to this one. Let's go this way.
Stipend.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Look, lanterns.
Fine.
They say release
Let's give it a
brings
try.
good luck. Never suspected you believed in such things.
Whee! Look at all of them go! How pretty.
Ah, how beautiful.
Oh wow, that's actually really cool.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really cool. Not quite sure what you're supposed to do here.
Should you tire of these hues? Voila! Fine.
Oh, there we go.
Allow me a moment to what? My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism.
Oh, Paul, there we go. Whoa!
Oh yes, that's him all right.
Alright,
Good.
now that we've done that crap, let's go.
Dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but pretension, blah blah blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about two things: coin pretensions. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but pretensions.
I'm not sure there's anything here. Search for the alcoves woman. So there's supposed to be a woman in the head with a Corvi orchid in her hair. So it's gonna be one of these women. She could be in here. No. She might be on the other side, other circle. There we go. She's naked and she's getting a picture painted of her. Well, that is something I love to see.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
You better be.
Orchid, confused me.
I told you not to move.
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur. I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Monsieur, I am not French. I am not French. I do not speak French. I do not know how to speak French, but I can do the accent pretty well.
He's a dancer.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
Oh my.
empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
This way.
Need I remind you that neither did you?
This painting, it's rather... It's very...
Where does it go from here? Oh, it keeps going this way.
Are they even?
In this door?
Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to me.
It's
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaken me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
If she gets away, we gotta chase her. I have a feeling someone's gonna crash this party.
That must be Cecilia.
Oh, the man murdered her.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
We have a murderer!
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
God damn it.
Killed her and went out on the balcony. Bloody handprint. It's his. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, and stepped in the soil.
Examine the footprints.
Footprints, made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder.
How do I climb? Oh.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Bloodstains.
It's a real murder mystery.
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came
Well,
this. Must have.
probably must have
Next to it.
left this
A
house.
snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out, fall out. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it.
So,
Looks valuable,
oh,
but it's not what he came for.
I wonder what we're looking for.
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Tis a real murder mystery. Some more red right here.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor.
Is there a downstairs?
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way.
But who?
They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So someone fell out the window, huh? Who's that? Oh, that's the
So,
person who
this
owns
is
it.
the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer.
I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance.
She has no
stood with his
makeup
back
on,
to
it's
me,
kinda funny.
So, I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and
I like
pushed
how we're
him
not sitting in the
hard.
chair, we're literally just
Fell out the
sitting
window.
on the balcony.
Just so.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
It's just an ordinary
The
jewel.
heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Sonreal and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel...
The T is
both
silent.
tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see,
We never met her
I
sister.
recall her always being rather
Is that blonde girl?
possessive, throwing jealous fits if
Maybe.
I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did.
So
enjoy
you're
stealing
so the
my
blonde girl's the
toys.
murderer.
But I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint.
Your sister.
Siana received it from father as a gift.
Her name's
At the
Siana.
time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine.
I don't
The
know.
same someone
Probably
ordered our
not.
family jewels stolen
I'm just guessing.
or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right. What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun.
That's not good.
Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother.
Ugh.
She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what.
Oh, you're not
she
gonna go
did,
with
she
me
is
this
not to be
time.
harmed in
Okay.
any way, shape,
I
or
see how
form.
it is.
You must make sure of that.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise!
Regis!
I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the
Detlaf, isn't he the bad guy we're supposed to
yes.
kill?
Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
That's no excuse. There's always a way out, another solution. Seeking help, for instance.
These other solutions often come too late.
You're well aware there are men and witches who have done worse in defense of their loved ones. Am I right, Geralt?
If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the witcher.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
You
But
just mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is...
oh,
she
never
might
mind.
be
It's not the blonde
involved.
person.
Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
I'm gonna take off these stupid clothes. Get back on my real armor. Stuff that I earned.
You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. I have not drawn you out for a romantic
Oh, come
stroll.
on, we gotta have a
I
little
wish to make
smoochy
certain
smooch.
you know
Or,
what you are to do.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
I'm looking forward to it. Some more fighting. Got all our shit back on. Alright guys, this has been the next episode of The Witcher, and I will see you in the next episode where we will go attack the castle, kill everybody. Yeah, we'll level up first. Did we level up twice? Holy shit, I think we leveled up twice. Oh no. We're underleveled, apparently. Yeah, points are level 2. Interesting. Let's go here. Do that. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next episode of The Witcher.